Okay, keeping the arms out, twist it round. So move your feet with this as well. So you're pivoting round on that foot. Big stretch across, loosen up. Okay, take it up on this one. So up and across, other side. Okay, so 2 more, and then we're going to go down. So hand to foot, come across. You're going to alternate between the two. So try and reach for the outside of that foot if you can. Okay, 2 more. And standing up, okay. So reaching down, straight legs, or as straight as you can. You can have a little bend at the knees. As far down towards your toes as you can. Bring it up. You're going to do that 5 times. Okay, so feet hip width, reach down, go to where you can, and then stand all the way up. You can even add in a little shoulder roll backwards as you stand there if you want to. Round about on your last one now. Okay, so we're going to come down onto mat. You're going into a mountain climber, but it's the lower impact version, okay? So from your press up position, knee comes up, step back, knee comes up, step back, okay? So down onto mat. We're all ready? Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So knee up, step back. So go at your own pace, okay? You want to squeeze your stomach muscles in as you go, okay? So all about working through your stomach here. Try and make sure your hips aren't sticking up in the air. Okay, turning over onto your back. Crunches. There's only 5, it's only a few. So hands by the head, lifting up through the shoulder blades, so the shoulders come off the mat. Tummy pulls in tight, and lower down. Just 5, okay? So breathe out, lift, control down. So we're just trying to get the shoulder blades up off the floor. When you hit 5, feet come up, and we're going to go into your bicycle crunch, okay, which is knee to elbow. So you start here, so your hands by the head, shoulder blades lift, come across, center, cross, center. Give me 1 more. Okay, we're going to go back to that mountain climber. We're going to do those 3 again. Okay, so mountain climber first. All right, so it's going to be knee to elbow on the same side. Step back, okay? Ready? Let's go. So knee up, step back. Knee, step. So try and keep moving. And we want to sort of breathe out as you bring this knee up towards you. 2 more. Okay, and then down to the mat. Turn over, so lying on your back. Into crunches, okay? So just 5, hands by the head, lift up, pull these tummy muscles in tight here, and control down. Okay, lift, pull in tight, and down. So just be aware when you bring your shoulders back down to the mat, keep it controlled, okay? You don't want to just flop down. When you hit 5, we're going to bicycle crunches again. It's going to be 10 here, so 5 each side. All right, so feet up, let's go. All right, good effort. So when we're done there, we're going to turn over, move into your main set. We're going to start off in your cat stretch, if you remember that. So hands and knees. All right, so you're going to arch up through the middle of the back, pull the tummy muscles in tight here. As you relax out of this, you're just going to come back to that neutral position rather than dipping down. Okay, so we go up into the center, and then you're going to extend opposite arm and leg. Okay, if you lose your balance with that, or if that feels a bit, you can't coordinate it, do one or the other. All right, ready? Let's go. So curl up, relax it down, and now stretch out. Okay, really try and lengthen it out, stretch that arm out. Okay, bring that down, back into your cat. Relax it, and then we do the other side now. Okay, so there's one side after each stretch. All right, bring it in, stretch it up. And relax, stretch out. So think about stretching a little bit further each time if you can. Bring that down, curl up, relax, stretch out. And do 2 more on each side, okay? So curling up, bring that down, stretch it out. Keep your tummy muscles in tight here with this stretch. Okay, bring that down, curl up, relax it down, change side. Nearly there. I've lost how many we've done now. Right, stretch it out. All right, relax there. So from this kneeling position, what we're going to do is tuck your feet to the floor. Okay, so rather than having them flat like that, flex the feet. Okay, you're going to lift up, so the knees are lifted off the mat, and then you're going to push back, heels towards the floor. Okay, so you're going to do 2 seconds here. Breathe out, push back. 2 seconds there. All right. So get yourself ready if you're not already there. Okay, so knees lift. Push back, breathe out, try and get those heels towards the floor. And then we're going to come back down to it, but keep the knees lifted if you can. Okay, so push it back, heels towards the floor, bring it down. Okay, and knees stay lifted. So you keep your hands and feet where they are. Okay, but we go from one position to the other. Great stretch for the back of the legs. You may well feel. Try and think about pushing the chest back towards your legs. In this downward dog position, you want to push back. So just a couple of seconds in each one. I'm just going to do one more of each. All right, so bringing it down, I'm going to take a big step forward. So you've got your right foot on the outside of your right knee. Okay, what I'm going to do is just little circles round to the right hand side to go clockwise, keeping this foot where it is. Shaking the front. Okay, so big step forwards. Got this arm on the inside of this leg. Okay, and you can kind of use that arm as well to help you push that leg round. You're just doing small circles, but moving from the hip. You should feel that stretch on the back of this straight leg. Okay, circle it round the other way now. Okay. So just little circles. Okay, let's change sides. So big step forward. So your hand should be on the inside of that foot that's at the front. Okay, you're going to circle out. So it'd be anti-clockwise with your left leg. Okay, so just small circles. You might find one side could feel tighter. Who knows? Okay, let's go around the other way. All right, relax there. So we're going to still stay from this lizard position as it is. Okay, but what we're going to do, you've got one foot on the outside of that hand. You're going to hold this for a count of 2. And then you're going to push your body weight backwards. So we're trying to push the hips back and extend this front leg. Okay, so feet stay in exactly the same position. Okay, it's not a step. Start off here, breathe out, and push back. All right, all on the same leg. Okay, breathe out. So don't force it. Go to where you can. You'll feel this really well on the back of the leg, through the hamstring in particular. Okay, so push it back, and each time try and just get a little bit further into it. Okay, but just make sure you breathe. So as we go backwards, we breathe out. Bring it forward. So let's get 2 more. Okay, so push it back. Bring it down. So last one then, hips back. All right, bring that down. So we're going to go into the other leg. Shake this the other way. Okay, so big step forwards. When you're ready, here we go. So push the hips back, extend the front leg. Okay, so this is the working leg. Okay, we focus on the front one. All right, bring yourself down. Super. Breathe out. Keep it nice and steady between each position. And get last 2 on this side. Okay, relax there. All right. So shoulder stretch next. All right. So we come down onto the hands and knees. We're going to reach through underneath. Okay. So arm comes under, leg back. So the back of the shoulder is on the mat. I don't know if you can quite see that. So you go from there. One arm goes under. So the back of the shoulder here is on the mat. All right. Arm comes out. Reach it through. And then you come out of it. So we're going to alternate sides with this. So reach through, sit the hips back slightly. Bring it back up. So you're going to just do a couple of seconds on each side, okay? Like any stretch, just be careful that you're not forcing it. Go to where you can, that you feel a stretch and that it's not painful, okay? And get 1 more on each side. All right, so here we go. Let's go into this press up position or your full plank. You're going to walk your hands in towards the feet. Okay, you can bend your knees a little here if you want to. From there, you're then just going to walk back out. And then it'll be straight legs, feet in towards your hands. Okay, and then feet back out. All sorted? Okay, so let's go. Plank position, hands towards the feet, just small steps. Stay down, so don't stand up. You then walk back out into that plank, tummy tight, and then little steps, the feet then come in towards the hands. Okay, and you stay down, and then walk it back out to the beginning. Okay, then we're back to it. So try and keep your legs as straight as you can. Everyone's different, so do put a bend in them as you need to. Remember, each time you get into that plank position, think about engaging, so pulling in these tummy muscles slightly. Great exercise, covers just about everywhere. Okay, just finish the one that you're on. Got a little rest after this one. And we'll crack on. Okay, so grab a little drink if you want one. Just now. I'm going to be standing up for the next one. Okay, well, to start with at least. Right, so this is going to be a squat with a rotation. So we're going to go into a low squat position. All right, I'll show you first. So feet are going to be hip width. You push your hips back, get into that squat, low as you can, wherever you can get spine. Hands come to the floor. Okay, and from here, we're going to introduce that rotation. Okay, so if you can, get the elbows inside the knees. If you're a little bit restricted, okay, we're kind of only squatting here, that's fine. Put one hand on the leg, wherever you are, and reach around from there. Okay, so depending on your flexibility, and if you've got, everyone's a little bit different in their joints as well. Okay, so don't worry if you don't get as low as whoever else, it doesn't matter. Right, hands come to the floor if you can. If you're not, you're up here, and you're just literally going to hold one leg, right? Don't grip onto it, but just for a little bit of support, and then we're going to reach round. Okay, and you're going to alternate sides. Okay, let's go. So either or version. So try and really open the chest. Pull this arm back. Okay, you want to really open up through the front of the shoulder and the chest. And alternate sides as you go. So breathe out as you reach round. Big rotation. You can do it. Keep it going. Just try and keep moving between the two. Okay, one more each side. Last one. Okay, all right. You may have noticed if you've got tight hip flexors, that's really quite intense for your hips. So we're going to go back just into that lizard position, so foot by the hand, and you're going to rotate on one side and then on the other side, okay? So it's going to be the same foot. One, we reach round towards one side, bring that arm down, and then the other side. So take your time, watch the balance. Okay, reach it round. That's it, we're looking good, we're looking good. Reach. Okay, last one. All right, so switch legs. So opposite leg in front. Okay, set yourself up, get your balance a second. All right, here we go. So either arm, as we're alternating, take it round, center it, and then the other way. Take your time, don't rush it. Last couple. Okay, relax there. Well done. So you're going to lie onto your back for this next one. This is inner thigh now. Okay, what we're going to do is come down. So you're going to lie onto the back. You're going to bring one knee up. So you've got one leg out straight, the other leg comes up. Okay, and you're going to drop this knee out to the side. Okay, and then control it back up. If you need to, you can kind of put your hand on this leg for a little bit of support, especially for the coming back up part. Okay, but knee bent, knee in line with the hip. Just going to allow it just to drop out to the side, wherever you can, and then back up. Okay, so try and think about keeping your hips on the floor. Okay, as this leg goes out, you don't want to kind of rotate and let your hips uplift. It lifts a little bit, that's okay. Try and think about keeping this down as that leg goes out, all on the same side. Bring it up. If that one feels like quite easy, dare I say, for you, you can do this with the leg extended. Okay, obviously quite a bit more taxing maybe on the balance. It also involves the hip flexor more so just be aware if your hip flexors are tight, you might want to stick to the bent knee. Let's get two more. I'm going to do the other side. Okay, all right, so straighten that leg out. Bring the opposite leg up. All right, so go when you're ready. Remember, keep the hips pushed down into the mat as much as you can. Open this leg out. You might well now feel a difference from one side to the other. That's okay, it's just something to work on. Always trying to find that balance. Keep those hips pushed down. You may well feel a few clunks and clicks here as well. That's all right. A few little adjustments. Okay, one more this side. All right, you're going to straighten the legs out. Sit yourself up however you want to. Okay, so legs come out in front. All right, sit up tall. You're going to stretch forwards as far towards your feet as you can. Okay, if you can get them, great. If you can't quite, don't worry. All right, from here, you're going to do like little pulses, if you like, with your feet. Okay, so one's going to point in and one's going to point out or forwards and back. Okay, so you're going to flex one foot and pull it in as you point the other one. All right, let's go. So it's kind of like pull and push. Okay, try not to just pull with your hands if you have got your hands on your feet. Okay, move it from the ankle. Okay, so point one, pull the other one. Keep those legs as straight as you can. If you can't reach your toes, put your hands on your shins. You can go from here. It's the same sort of thing. Come on. A little bit more. Go on, you can do it. We've got about 10 seconds here. Feel that right up the back of the legs. All right, relax it. So taking the legs out wide. I'm going to sit up tall. So we've done this before. This is the saw exercise where you're going to rotate and then fold forward. Only thing is this time, as you come into the center, you're then going to put the hands together and reach forwards through the middle. Okay? So in the front. So here, you're going to twist, reach forwards, ideally for the outside of that foot if you can. Up to the center, hands come together, and then fold forwards with a flat back. Don't arch, reach forwards as far as you can. And then sit up tall, twist, and then the other way. Okay? Hands together as we go into the middle between each side. So, twist across, reach forwards, bring it up, hands come together, breathe out, really reach, come on, get those fingers forwards, stretch up tall, go the other way. Fabulous. So you should feel that on the inner thigh, the hamstrings, the back a little bit. It depends where everybody's tight. Hands together. So just keep it going. Try and just keep moving. So as we do this rotation, think about keeping the arms out as wide as you can. Okay, so as one comes forwards, try and really keep that other arm behind you. I'm going to do a couple more of these on each side. Go on, reach forward, see if you can get a little bit further. Last ones now. All right, then. So we're going to turn over, so you're going to be lying on your stomach. All right, so we're going to start off with the hands just in front of your shoulders. Okay, so your elbow is going to be in line with your shoulder. Okay, toes point down to the floor. Okay, and you're going to make sure that you tense your bum as you lift. All right, so we're going to go elbow in line. Bring yourself down to the floor. Okay, and we're going to lift up through the chest. Keep the arms, so your forearms are going to stay on the floor. You're just literally lifting the chest and then control down. You're going to lift up, up. And control it down. You might have to just wiggle your hands around to make it more comfortable for you. Lift up. Lift up through that chest. Squeeze your bum here as you lift. It's only a small lift. And back down. Remember, keep those glutes engaged as you lift. We're going to do 2 more of these. All right, I wasn't going to do this one, but I think we might. Okay, do you remember Superman's? Yes, you will. So arms extend, okay. I'm going to lift up, keep your toes down on the floor. All right, so your hands are a little bit wider than the shoulders. You're going to lift up through the chest. If that's a little bit much, you can stay with the first one. Okay, but otherwise, arms out in front, lift up and hold. So your thumbs point up towards the ceiling and then down. Okay, so just a small lift. Rearrange here. So keeping the toes on the floor, lift up through the chest and control it down. Still think, engage your glutes, so tense your bum as you lift. It's really important. Takes the pressure off the lower back. Okay, so 2 more here. All right, now what we're going to do from that same position is alternate your arm and leg, as if you're doing front crawl or a funny version of. Okay, so your arms will be out in front, so you're going to lift one arm and the opposite leg, and then alternate between the two. Kind of like swimming on the spot. Okay, so you lift one and the opposite side. If you lose your coordination, just do one or the other. So keep it controlled, don't rush it. If it gets too much, take a break. Okay, hands by the shoulders, push yourself up, sit back into your child's pose, okay? So heels towards, or your hips towards the heels, I should say. All right, so coming back down, lying onto the stomach, you're going to bend one knee, grab a hold of it. The opposite arm just comes out in front for support. And what we're going to do is push that foot into your hands. Okay, so your knee will lift off the floor here, hopefully, and then back down. Okay, so push your laces into your hands. Okay, and that will be what lifts the leg, and then back down. Okay, so lift, push back. You'll feel this through the front of your thigh. Okay, through that quadricep. It's a really good way to open the hip flexor as well. Excellent. Go on, just a couple more. Think about squeeze your glutes on this side. One big push. Fantastic. Okay, let's change sides. So opposite arm. If you can't quite get the foot, you could try and hold the back of the leg. It's not quite the same, but do what you can. Okay, let's go. So opposite leg, push that foot into your hands. Control it down. So you should be able to feel that knee lifting off the floor. We'll keep it going. Okay, from here, if you can either carry on single, otherwise, you're going to grab a hold of both feet, okay? Chin tucks down towards the floor, okay? But you're going to push both feet into your hands and then come to the mat. So you're going to do this 6 times, okay? Let's go. So lift the chest as well as the knees, and then relax. Lift, engage those glutes, so squeeze your bum here, and then down. You should be about halfway, but don't worry if you're not, take your time. Excellent. Huge stretch, it's a huge stretch. Okay, when you've done 6, sit yourself back, hips towards those heels again. Hold it. Okay, standing up now, you can have a quick drink if you want one. We're going into a windmill stretch next. Okay, so just make sure you have got enough room for this one. All right, so for your windmill, you've got one foot pointing forwards. We're going to step out with the other leg and turn it out to the side. Okay, now whichever foot is facing forwards, it's that arm that goes up. And the other one comes on the inside of the leg. Okay, so the hips go out that way. So whichever arm up, your hips go out towards that side. And you're going to reach down. Okay, you get as far as you can down towards the floor. It really doesn't matter where you get, you go to where you can. Okay, and then we're going to bring it back up. We're going to do 6 of these. Okay, so pushing the hips out and across. Try and keep this arm up. Reach down, so it's a big stretch all for this side of the body here. Okay, bring it up. Hips go out. So if you need to put a little bend in this leg here, the one that's pointing out, you can do that as well. All these little tweaks. You just got to find the way that works for you. One more. Okay, bring it up. So we're going to just change sides. So turn the opposite foot out. Opposite arm comes up. Hands on the inside. Okay, remember, push the hips out first. Okay, and reach it down. Keep pushing those hips across. You might well feel the difference here now on this side. That's all right. Reach it up. So 6 on each side. Take your time, as long as you can feel that stretch. That's what we're after. Don't feel that you have to reach down to the floor. You might well find that this is plenty for you. That's all right. One more. Okay, so we're going to go back to the first side. Okay, from here, you're going to add a rotation in now. So as this hand is on the inside of the leg, this top hand is going to come to reach it or join it. And then you're going to go the other way. And we're going to do 3 of them before you stand up. Let's show you from the side. Okay, so you're going to reach down. This arm comes down. And we're going to reach round and then back. And there's going to be 3 rotations there before you stand up. All right? Set yourself up if you haven't already. Let's go. Arm up. So reach it down. Okay, bring the other one down. If it's too much, you can just stick with the first version. Once you've done 3, stand yourself back up. Okay, and then we go again, same side. So hand comes down. You're just reaching that arm back behind you, opening the chest up. Okay, and then stand it back up. We're only doing this 4 times. Okay, so reach it down. Should have about 1 more to go. Okay, so when you've done that 4 times, we're going to go the other way now. So opposite arm, opposite side, down, bring this arm round, Remember, it's 3 rotations before you stand up. Oh, you're looking good. Should be nicely warmed up now, limbered up, ready for the day ahead. Each round. So you should just have 1 or 2 left. Okay, so finish these off. Or finish this one off that you're on. All right. So when you've done that one, don't rush it, finish it. You're going to stay on your feet. You've got to lunge backwards next. Okay. So this is going to be from here, reach the arms up. You're then going to lean across the front leg and stand up. There's not many of these, okay? So you step back. Let's start this one now. Come down into this lunge. Whichever leg is in the front, you lean over it. Center, and then up. Only going to do 4. So step back, reach the arms, lean over, and up. So watch your balance. So as you do that lean, you should feel it stretching through the front of the hip. Okay, so we're going to do another 4, and this time as you stand, we're going to go, so you've gone here and lean, center. As you stand up, you're going to circle out. Keep the foot lifted if you can, and then back to it and lean. Okay, let's go. So find your balance now. Up, 1 circle, out, as big of a circle as you can, and then back into that lunge. Big stretch here, push the arms up and away. And then balance it up, circle it out. Then do 2 more, thereabouts. Okay. Changing leg, here we go. So just 4 without that leg circle first. Reach across, center, stand up. Nice big stretch, push those arms out, away, come on. Feel this here. Fantastic. Should have 1 or 2 to go. All right, so here it comes. Here's your leg and abductions. We go out to the side, okay? So lunge it back, stretch. Wrong way. Center, bring it up, circle out. Try and keep that balance. Take it down. Big stretch, remember, push the arms away from you. And big circle round. on, think about it. So finish off whichever one you are on, whichever one, wherever abouts you're up to, finish it off. Okay. All right, we all good? So you're going to reach forwards, hands towards your feet, have a little bend in your knees here, okay? And then we're going to walk the hands around to the opposite heel, or to one heel. Okay, into the center, and across onto the other side. Back into the center, change side. Try and reach round a little bit further if you can. Change. Just a couple more each side. Last one. All right, so we're going back onto the mat. Grab a drink now if you want one. There were only 4 exercises left. These are all core, they're all stomach actually. Okay, so we're going to start off lying on the back. I did this one last week, I think. Okay, legs come up straight, hands by the head. Okay, you're going to crunch up one, but then reach, crunch up, and then reach. Okay, we're good. So it's one small crunch and then reach up. So we're thinking about lifting the shoulder blades off the floor. Okay, here we go. So crunch up, tummy tight, and then alternate between reaching up with the fingers. So squeeze in tight. So each time you crunch up, you want to breathe out. Okay, breathe in back here, and then breathe out as you reach as well. Give me 2 more of each. Okay. All right, looking good, well done. Okay, so we're going to go into a leg raise with scissors. Okay, so start here. You're going to lower the legs, that's the leg raise. Okay, the scissors version is the sideways one. Okay, so we're going to combine the two. So as you lower the legs, we're only going to go about 45 degrees. You're going to lower, but we cross at the same time. Back up. Okay, make sure that your back is in full contact with the floor. Okay, so keep this nice and flat here. You shouldn't be able to get your hands underneath your back. Okay, lower the legs, cross them over. If you feel like you're losing control of that, you do single leg lowers like that. That's the alternative. Okay, let's go. But whichever version you're doing, make sure that the back is flat on the floor. Okay, push it down. So we're just working through your stomach muscles. That's it. Excellent. Come on, keep breathing. We're going to do 3 more from where you are now. So keep it steady, you don't want to rush. Tummy tight. When you've done your 3, relax those feet down. All right, so from here, we're going to have both feet flat on the floor, okay, and you're going to just drop the knees both together to the same side. Okay, the hands are going to come up by the head. We're going to go into side crunches, so crunches for your obliques. Okay, so although the knees are at the side, you're going to crunch up the center. Okay, and then back down. Ready? Let's go. So crunch up, control it down. So your shoulders, keep going. Although your knees are sort of out at an angle, your shoulders are still square to the ceiling. Okay, we're going this way. All right. Okay, change side. So feet come back to the floor, drop them over the other side, crunch it up. Come on, breathe out as you lift. Relax there. Okay, last exercise of this set, there is one more set of it. Okay, it's going to be reverse crunch. So with the knees bent, hands on the floor, okay, you bring the knees towards the chest. This is option 1. Option 2 is with the legs extended, little lift up, working through those lower stomach muscles. Okay, 12 each. Right, let's go. Or 12 from now. So it's only a small lift, keep it controlled from the stomach. Don't just use momentum. So breathe out as the legs come up towards you. Think about those lower stomach muscles doing the work. Okay, when you've done your 12, just relax your feet down, take a little rest for sort of 10 seconds. We're going back into the straight leg crunch, okay, alternating between the 2. These are all going to be 12 reps on the last set. Okay, so starting out with the feet up. Okay, hands by the head. Ready? Let's go. So you crunch up for 1, come down, and then reach for 1. And that's 1 rep. So crunch up, and then reach. Remember, keep pulling those stomach muscles in. And breathe. So just go to where you can. Go on, reach for it. Coming towards the end. When you've done 12, pop the feet down. Should really be feeling those through those stomach muscles. Great little exercise. Rectus abdominals, so the ones that are more superficial towards the surface. 6-pack muscles, that's what that gets. Okay, leg raises with the scissor legs. Ready? Remember, you can alternate if you want to. Single leg lowers, all right? Let's go. So each time you come up and down counts as 1. So going for 12. Remember, keep the back pushed down into the mat. Focusing more lower stomach here. So not too low with the legs. Make sure you're controlling it through the stomach, not the back. It's not always about how far you go, but make sure that you're working those muscles correctly and the right ones. Nearly through it. Right, when you've done your 12, same score, pop the feet down. Just so I can see it. Keep it steady. Going into side crunches next. You can start that whenever you're ready. Okay, so your side crunches, feet and knees together, drop them across, hands by the head, take it up. So you're aiming to keep your shoulders square to the ceiling. Breathe out, lift. And you've done 12, change side. Doing the same side here. You should feel those through your waist, through those obliques, on the sides. When you've finished, last exercise is that reverse crunch. Okay. So staying on the back. So either bringing the knees towards the chest or thinking about it. Okay, or extend the legs and thinking feet go up. Okay. So 12 reps here. Go whenever you're ready. See you, Lorna. I think that's Lorna. Okay. When you've done your 12, you can stand up on your feet. Well done. We should. Okay, quad stretch. A couple of little stretches, not too many. We've done quite a few. Okay, so stand up, knees together, push the hips forward slightly. Should feel that on this thigh, front of the hip as well. All right, change sides. So hopefully you feel warmer, a little bit looser, a bit stronger maybe. Work in progress. Okay, arms out, chin down. It's a good way to start the day though. I always find that you feel more awake, whatever type of exercise you do, if it's first thing. Even if you do have a little argument with yourself to get it started, always feel better after. Okay, reaching up to the last one, just over to the side. And change. Give yourself a little clap or a pat on the back. Well done, everybody. Have a good day. Enjoy. For those of you that are here tonight, it's 6 o'clock with a weight. Good.